Students, welcome to the third session of Chapter 4 Force and Pressure of Class 8 of Subject Science. Topic for today is balanced and unbalanced forces. You know the meaning of balanced means stable. In case of forces, it is related to the number of forces acting on a single object to change its position, either to bring it into the motion or to bring it into at rest from motion. Whenever we apply more forces or more than one force on an object, the effect of all these forces on the object would be due to the net force, means total force acting on it. There is an activity given in your book, that is activity 4, that is also shown on the screen. In this activity, two boys are applying force on a heavy box, and there are two situations are given. In one situation, both the boys with different magnitude of force, means with different amount of force, are applying force on object in same direction. And in second case, both the boys, they are applying force from the opposite direction. Now what will happen in the first case, where boys are applying force in same direction? Their effort will add up, and then what will happen? Then they can move the heavy box in their opposite direction. And if they are applying force from opposite direction, then what will happen? Then the effort of both the boys will cancel each other. In both the cases, the forces are unbalanced. Why they are unbalanced? Because they are producing motion. In both the cases, they may either be applied from same direction or opposite direction. So unbalanced force acting on an object can change its speed or direction of motion, or both. When two forces acting on an object are different, the object undergoes a change in its state of rest or motion. Now what we conclude, that unbalanced forces acting in same direction combined by addition. Look at the screen. Here the two forces F1 and F2 are applied on a box. Then the resultant force, the net force, is equal to F1 and F2, F1 plus F2. And what will happen if unbalanced forces are acting in mutually opposite direction? They will be combined by subtraction. The net force, the total force, will be equal to the difference between the two forces and is exerted in the direction of larger force, means object will be moved to that direction where larger force will be applied. There is a example of tug of war game. All of you are familiar with that game. Then what happened in that case? The stronger team, which apply more force, they pull a weaker team towards themselves and they get a win. Okay. So what happened in that case? The forces, they are applied from opposite direction, and the resultant net unbalanced forces is always non-zero. As a result, the stronger team wins. Okay. So the unbalanced forces, they bring some change in position or direction or speed of a moving object. So the conclusion is equal and opposite forces, they are called balanced forces. They do not change the state of rest or motion of an object. They may, however, cause a change in the size and shape of the object. For example, whenever you press a rubber balloon, inflated rubber balloon or a rubber ball between your palms by applying same force from your both the palms, then what happens? Its shape and size get changed, but its position does not change, means a ball or balloon get deformed but it does not move from its place. And what happens when unequal forces are applied? When unequal forces are applied, they can change in state of rest or motion, means they can bring a moving object to rest and a object at rest into motion, as well as they also change size or shape of an object. So this is the difference between balanced and unbalanced forces. So balanced forces are the forces which are equal and are applied from opposite direction on an object. The object may be in the rest state or in motion. If equal and opposite force, that is balanced force, is applied on a moving object, then it cannot change its state of rest or motion, means the object will remain in its actual state. If object is at rest, then it will remain at rest when balanced force is applied, and if an object is at motion, then balanced force is applied, then it will remain in the motion. Now you have to answer the following question. An object experiences a net zero force. Is it possible for the object to move with a constant speed along a straight line? Question number 2. Distinguish between balanced and unbalanced forces. You have to write answers of these questions in your rough notebook. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.